is. There it is. The mic's
Not
hot.
recording.
The mic's hot. The
All right,
mic's
now
hot.
it's starting to record. I caught your ass. I know what you were doing.
Listen, I don't think it's a what's it called? It's a surprise anymore, like it did back in the day when we first started this.
Yeah.
No, now it's just an insult now.
Why is it an insult?
You should just ask us. You guys ready?
No, because we usually have good jib jab before, so I don't want it to mess everything up. But if you want me to mess that up, it's okay.
Oh man, we got a guest star.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Say hi to Uncle Eric and Shanudi.
Hey,
Hello,
Elliot.
Wave Elliot.
Hi.
This is great
Oh, he looks
radio, by
awesome.
the way.
Yeah, this is
Hey.
great radio.
Elliot, are you Woody?
Are you Woody Elliot? Yes, he says he is. Oh my God, are you
Nice.
Gassy Elliot? Did you fart? I think you farted.
Nice.
Hey.
He's a true
All
five-holder.
right, buddy.
5 holders.
Yes, number 1 5-holer right here. All right.
See you, buddy.
Bye, Mr. Woody. I guess you
I
know
hope
what? The surprise record worked. You wouldn't get this content without having him do
No.
a sneak attack
You
record.
wouldn't know.
So
You wouldn't know the 5
It
holders.
worked
are
out
family
well.
men.
It was timed well.
You don't know that we are family men until that happens. So there you go.
Yeah, I guess that was an assist from Ashley as well too.
Thank you,
Yes,
Ashley.
it was.
Thank you.
Nice.
So everybody thinks this is just fun. This is fun and games. No, this is real life. We are family men. We have lives after this. It's not just, oh, you hear us for an hour, hour and a half talk about nonsense. No, we go to our lives. We have lives. And with
Some
that,
of us have buffalo wings to eat.
oh, I ate some yesterday and today. Obviously, the Steelers made the playoffs, so I had to celebrate the only way I know how.
Where'd you go?
Outback Steakhouse.
They must have good wings. You eat their wings a lot.
Their wings is underrated in my book because obviously everybody knows Outback for their delicious steaks, which I always get, and skee-ball sometimes. But their wings are really underrated. I personally like them. Sam's been liking them. Like next time we should go to Outback, like all you can eat.
Shanudi, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What was your first meal at Outback Steakhouse after you got out of your fast?
Okay. The usual. So that's a 24-ounce porterhouse with some broccoli and a house salad, and then 30 wings, hot, obviously. And I was feeling a little frisky, so Sam and I split a cheese fry appetizer. So I had some of those.
But you could have had the cheese fries while you were fasting, though, right?
No cheese. And
There's
bacon.
No cheese?
Wait, no cheese?
No cheese.
What
So
the
you're
hell kind of
vegan.
fast is this? You can't eat cheese?
Yeah, I'm completely no cheese, no dairy, nothing.
Are you to tell me that God never milked a cow? Come on.
No, it's not that he hasn't milked a cow. I don't think he drank the milk in the cow.
Oh.
I mean, obviously, he was a day laborer. I mean, the guy was a carpenter.
And he probably chopped a camel's hump clean
Also,
off,
he
drink the
just-
sweet milk from
Exactly.
inside.
Exactly. So why, maybe he did all the things he was supposed to do in the sense of milking cows and creating cheese, but he was also a carpenter. So I wouldn't go that far because he was just making.
Maybe
he was making.
Maybe
this,
he stacked up a bunch of cheese and made a house out of it.
I wouldn't
Maybe
doubt
it's a
it.
metaphor.
I mean, let's be honest. We're talking about Jesus Christ. This is a guy who could do everything if he really wanted to.
So what was that your first meal out of fasting, or did you have a first meal?
So we
Like family meal, I guess? Did you guys do family meal and shit?
So after church, we had the typical Egyptian food, which is like a lasagna-based dish, but made out of bechamel.
Interesting.
Stuffed grape leaves.
Oh,
Kofta.
yummy.
Kofta.
Oh, kofta's good too.
And then we
What's
have,
kofta to us uneducated
Like
people?
a kebab, right?
Yeah, it's like a
Ooh.
ground beef and
Tiki
lamb
kebab.
combined. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So we
yeah,
had
okay.
that.
Yeah.
And 2 whole chickens.
You ate 2 whole chickens?
The guy gave me 2 whole chickens.
So you ate 2 whole chickens.
Yeah.
I obtained 2 whole chickens. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to our viewers and say I ate 2 whole chickens with pieces of lasagna, Egyptian lasagna and kofta. No, I had maybe 3/4 of a chicken, and then the other piece of the chicken has been in my fridge. I ate a couple. I think the last piece is for
You
tomorrow
ate
for
all the
dinner.
wings off of it immediately, though, right?
Well, oh yeah, the wings have been gone. Yeah, oh yeah. You think I'm gonna leave the chicken for a little bit, and then the wings were definitely out, vegetables out. So
All right. Yo, so how was seeing your plumber?
the plumber was okay. Not too much damage. This wasn't like circa 2008 where things got real messy, and we have to invest in bidets. So we're good. We avoided problems. He said this was probably the cleanest it's been in a while. I think it's because my diet has
Do you
shifted
make
a
an
little bit.
appointment with him for the day after this feast?
Oh, it's kind of like how you see your doctor annually, like for checkups. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Sure.
You got a plumbing checkup guy?
Exactly. So like, Eric says, sure. I haven't seen my doctor in years,
I
but
talked to the doctor
Doctor?
today.
Stupid doctor can't even make me smarter.
I don't care about their Western medicine. But yeah, I mean, the all toilets or systems go, and yeah, there you go.
Boom. Did you eat Frankie or Sam?
Neither. They're both okay. They survived one more fast, but I can't make any promises for after Easter because we all know that one's the one that usually breaks even the strongest of mental men. So
And that's
You getting
just
put to the
how
test
does that
there.
fast work?
Yeah.
You don't eat what?
Vegan. I'm a vegan.
You're a vegan?
Plain and
Okay, that's
simple.
what I thought. But it used to be at Christmas you could eat seafood, right?
Yeah, no. So that's why I'm not.
You
like,
still eat
this
seafood
one
at
was
Christmas?
bad. Yeah, no, well, not like during like you talking about the 25th or our Christmas?
No, before Christmas. During your fast, you ate seafood this time, right?
Yes. So I've had
Okay.
I was eating
That's the
mussels,
difference. Is
clams,
you can have
shrimps.
seafood for the Christmas fast. You
Correct.
can't have seafood for the Easter fast.
Correct. So at
So
least
you're
that
just
one
gonna
was
get
a little
angry and eat a
easier.
bunch of corn
Yeah,
and beans?
probably eat a bunch of corn, salad, rice cakes, the typical veggie burger. I mean, at this point, like I am a guy, like an oversized rabbit.
Do you
think
dip your veggie burgers in buffalo sauce?
That's the only way I could eat them, honestly.
choke them down?
Choke them.
So a lot of the vegan stuff though, because I have it sometimes, it's a lot better now than I feel like it used to be. So
yeah.
it's
It's
probably a
gotten
little
a lot
easier for you
better.
to do it, right? A little
The
easier.
Impossible Burger is probably a godsend because I had it and I really thought it was beef, and I thought this was a mistake. But Sam was like, "No, this is the new Impossible Burger, whatever." And every place has it. Like Burger King has it apparently.
Yep.
TJ Fridays has it.
Yeah.
Red Robin. So it's like as long as I have like a sauce on top, like they do like buffalo sauce, barbecue sauce, and then we have some fries or onion rings. We're good, and then salad of course.
Ooh,
like,
onion rings.
so.
Onion rings sound good.
Plus, if I go to like we do an Italian restaurant, it's probably easier because then you could get like a nice bruschetta or pasta. So
do you think God should make it harder? I think God should make it harder because it's so easy
already
now
hard
to go through the
enough.
fasting.
It's already hard enough. What are you talking about? I can't eat wings. I can't eat chicken. I can't eat fucking steak. Like,
well, that's just for an extreme case, a man like you. The general
extreme
public.
cases. The general public. What are you talking
God's
about?
being light on the general public.
No, the general public is
we
already.
don't care.
What do you want this to be the Midas touch? You want him to have a fucking another hailstorm, and we're all in a goddamn ark with animals that I can't eat?
Oh, you'd find those chickens real quick.
Yeah, I'd find the chickens, probably kill a pig. I'd try horse for the first time, and probably monkey, because we got monkey.
Speaking of monkey, you know what? That was a great segue there.
Yeah,
I didn't have this
really
story
was.
on our.
Good job.
I didn't have this story on our list. Yeah, good job, boys. Let's give it a little clap there.
It up. No, we don't need to. And we also want to thank Zach for wearing the the Coyotes jersey today. We appreciate it.
Oh yeah, Phil.
It's great.
Phil.
Phil,
not
not
the hockey guy.
guy.
Phil,
Phil.
the hockey guy.
Phil.
Ooh.
That ruins the transition.
Right.
Speaking
Oh,
of
yeah.
monkey, though, yeah, I didn't have this on my list. I fucking forgot to put it on there. But
Yeah,
the
I was
rally monkey for
wondering.
the Angels baseball team dropped the puck at the Anaheim Ducks games. Ducks were playing the monkey's waving. It's so cute, so cute. And it's weird though too, right? You didn't think in this day and age they'd be doing this. It was Anaheim Ducks versus the Red Wings. Dylan Larkin and Getzlaf look hesitant around the monkey, which, I mean, you can't blame him. But the monkey did a good job. Dropped the puck pretty well. Better than half the refs that do my roller hockey league. So I love it.
No, in my
Shanuti. We
yeah.
have questions. How
I
long
got
could a
answers.
monkey survive in an ice rink?
I think so. Here's a question to your question: are we feeding and giving the monkey water?
Just how long in the cold would it take to kill the monkey?
I think it would last pretty long because you think about the snow-capped monkeys that live in like those areas. They live in cold, harsh
Japan,
conditions.
yeah.
Yeah, so it depends on the type of monkey. If we're talking about a regular baboon,
What kind of monkey is it, Eric?
It was like a little helper monkey, like a butler monkey.
Like
I think
monkey or something.
Those monkeys won't last as long as like a baboon. But
you saw it, right? You saw the monkey dropping the puck.
Yeah. So if we're talking about that type of monkey, I think it will last a lot longer than you think it would be, but it's not as long as it would be in warm climates. That is just Michael Shanuti Brown, Steve Irwin, Coroner. Thank you for coming.
How much do you think that monkey got paid for that?
Handler wise, I would say a cool $5,000.
$5,000.
Damn.
Okay. I guess it is the
why
Angels
are we
rally
podcasting?
monkey.
We need to buy a monkey.
We need to buy it. We need to. I think what we need to do is go to these rainforests that are getting burned down, save a monkey, make the monkey our quote unquote worker, and teach him tricks.
So we'll have an employee.
Yes. So here's a good one. We have a 3-ring circus. Frankie, your dog, Zach, the monkey.
Maybe. I'm thinking an orangutan.
Orangutan's good.
No, orangutan will get you.
Chimpanzees, because they're always in movies. They are the George Clooney of the primate family, and they're always in movies. Dustin Chimpanzee
will rip your face off. It will rip your face off.
No. We do not handle the primate. We take care. We make sure that it has everything they need.
Orangutan and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Exactly. All you got to do is make sure your face is not near the monkey. That's it. I'm pretty sure we can do that. It's not like we're making out with this monkey.
But their monkeys are fucking quick, man.
They're quick.
You can't underestimate the animal, the beast inside.
The beast inside, blah blah blah. Yeah, but if I have a taser and we're training it, it's not gonna happen. Like that's not animal cruelty, but like at the same time, like I don't want anybody's face to get ripped off. We don't want to be on fucking Good Morning America. I remember when that was such a big deal. That woman got her face ripped off. And
Travis the chimpanzee.
Exactly.
It was on Xanax.
Hi, Mom. Our mother's obsessed with that monkey.
Hello.
Hey, sorry.
And like it was such a big reveal on Good Morning America. It really just looked like I'm gonna put my phone somewhere. It looked like you ever seen South Park when it was like the Butt family? That's what she looked like. And I hate to say it like that, but that's like what she looked like.
That's what they could do, I guess.
If anybody doesn't know, go look it up. Ben Affleck is their kid, and they make poop noises.
That's why you shouldn't have an ape
in there.
You lost me?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know how you got to Ben Affleck.
Yeah, he started talking about South Park, and then the South Park
kept
thing
going and going.
It goes anywhere at that point.
Anyways,
it goes anywhere.
Long story short, we need to get a monkey. Next topic.
Only if it can pour beers. Only if it can pour beers.
No, we're gonna get an orangutan and name it the Orang Wu Tang and teach it to roll blunts.
Hey.
That's
Wu-Tang
cool.
forever.
And DJ.
Wu-Tang forever.
Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Oh, that
The
sounds pretty
orangutan.
fun.
I think we found
The
our niche. I think we found
I
our
think a
what
orangutan
people-
would be down with that.
Patent pending.
Those assholes from Spinning Chiclet can't use this.
We're gonna pop a quick
No, fuck
trademark
no.
on this.
Pop a quick verbal trademark. Are we doing outros, boys?
Oh,
Yes.
we're way past doing intros at this point.
Yeah, at this
That's
I don't
point,
think
good.
he's
So
even
we're
going to
gonna-
introduce the show. Like, maybe someone just stumbled upon this and has no clue who we are yet.
Well, they have a whole back catalog they can listen to because aren't we on
Yep.
like episode like 80 or something now? We're closing in on
I don't
100.
know.
At this point, yeah, it's close to 80. So, like, if you don't know this is Five Holers, you are listening to the wrong thing.
If you haven't turned it off by now, you should turn it off right now because this is the wrong podcast.
If you're here to actually know about hockey and stuff, nah.
I got a few bullet points. I don't think they matter, but it's some okay stuff.
No, I mean,
I
like,
guess-
we give the people what they want. You can't just talk about hockey 24/7 because, not saying hockey is dull, but like, are we really like the three people to be giving hockey like
Yeah.
news?
Well, I also say if
Oh,
you're a
yeah.
hockey fan,
We could coach the Stanley Cup winning team if we needed to.
well, it's all about the team.
Exactly.
I feel like also if you're a hockey fan and you're listening to this podcast, you should be watching the games, doing your own homework, getting out there,
Yeah.
doing your own research on the games, see who's playing well.
I like
Don't
it.
just take our word from it,
I like
That's
it.
what's wrong. People aren't out there doing their research anymore these days, That's
Flip
what
it
I'm
on
saying.
them.
All right,
Eric,
Alex
you
Jones,
are
thank
Eric,
you.
You're
Yep.
flip it on them.
A little Missy Elliott there. Flip it and reverse it. It's not my fault. It's your fault. Exactly. Well, let's talk about hockey then. Let's go into. I think we should have like a new corner or maybe like a pit of despair or something, and we should call it like the Kane update or the I don't know, the Evander awakening or
Evander's elevator.
the Evander's elevator to nowhere.
Escalator to nowhere, even better.
Ooh, there you go. Bzzz. Good old update on Evander Kane. He was placed on waivers by the Sharks to terminate his contract. In doing so, the NHL's Players Association is filing grievances and challenging the Sharks on their move there. Allegedly, he was playing in the AHL. He was on COVID-19 protocol and then flew to Vancouver. And that's why the Sharks feel like they have the right to terminate his contract, I guess you want to call it that.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
So
it's probably
a
going to go
loophole
through.
to get rid of his ass.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I guess he broke protocol in the AHL, but yeah, I think they're just trying to pass him along. And
Well, he also forged a vaccine card, so
yeah,
Did he
did
really?
that too.
Unbelievable.
yeah, we talked about that.
That's kind of crazy because like Antonio Brown for the NFL did the same thing. So I'm assuming these athletes are really are as dumb as
They're
I
connected.
believe that they're.
There's a conspiracy here, I think.
Yeah.
The Antonio
I think they're
Brown,
getting it from the same
Evander Kane, Illuminati, lizard people conspiracy.
lizard people. I agree with the lizard people are behind
Gary
fake
Bettman
vaccines.
is definitely a lizard person.
Have you not seen him talk and
No.
after the Stanley Cup stuff? Yeah, the dude
He's
is definitely
the
holding
person-
his tongue.
He's the person all the lizard people make fun of. Like they still are involved with them, but they're like this.
Yeah.
He's the guy they beat up on the whole time. He's
their
not cool enough to
Travis.
be a lizard person. And we don't mean the QAnon lizard people out there. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the good fun, shadow government, not the shit that's been taken over by terrible people.
We're
So where
talking
do you
about
guys
the
think Evander Kane? Where's he gonna go?
Boston,
Fucking
or
Russia.
Carolina.
Russia.
Boston. Oh, Russia's a good call too.
Russia, dude. He's gonna get into
I
that
think his
Russian
behavior
gas.
would be encouraged in Russia, honestly.
Yep. I think he just
Yeah.
needs to go to a different league at this point. Like he needs to get a clean slate, probably do some shit over there. But at the same time, if I had to pick an NHL team and I'm forced to, fuck it. Let's just give him to Florida. Who cares?
Yeah,
Who
I'd be
cares?
cool with parking his ass in Florida.
Yeah.
I think Winnipeg. That's where he should go. Is Winnipeg.
Winnipeg.
Oh, Sabres. Send them to Buffalo.
Sabres.
Is
Have
that
fun.
is Buffalo
Islanders.
now turned into like the jail of the NHL? Like if you're that bad or you're like that and nobody wants you, that's where you go.
I feel like it's where you go for your career to die. And he's got a head start.
He killed his
does.
career a while back.
He's trying.
Anyways, we're not going to spend too much time on Kane because that's pretty boring.
Yeah,
Let's move on to
we're done
someone
with
a little
Evander
more
Kane.
fun here. Kucherov returned after missing 32 games. He played his first game over the weekend. I believe he had a point or something. I don't know. He did something, but Kucherov is back. How long before he is out again?
6 games, he's out again, and then they make a move at the deadline. He starts playing again in the playoffs. 6 games.
I'm gonna go 8 just because I don't want to be with Zach.
Nice.
Oh,
Love it.
God damn it.
What?
Caps got scored on.
Oh, Christ.
I'm not
It's
watching
been
the
a
game.
high-scoring game. Holy fuck, man.
It's fucking Pasternak. No, Grizzly. I don't like him. His last name doesn't make any fucking sense.
Grizzlick?
Yeah, Grizzly. I'm done with his bullshit. Get him out of the
Conor
league.
Shuri has 2 goals.
Yeah.
Huh. I
So
haven't been
what-
watching.
It's a wild game. I mean, dead ass, it's a wild game because
Big
they're
Michael
just like
tried to fight Marchand, so
McMichael did?
yeah.
Excellent. Well, I can't wait to look at this tomorrow.
the
next couple
machine.
bullets in here. We got blazed through the rest of these so we can talk about the real stuff. Tuukka Rask is have a professional tryout with the AHL
Sign
Bruins.
him in DC.
Why isn't he playing in the NHL right now?
Because
I didn't look
no
it
one
up.
signed him. There's enough
No one
goalies
signed
in the
him?
league right now. There's good guys floating around.
Yeah, okay. The Kings hired Mark Bergevin
Bergevin.
as a senior. The guy from the Canadiens as a senior advisor to GM Rob Blake, who is expected to sign a 4 to 5 year extension. So it should be interesting to see what happens with the Kings there.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
If you haven't been noticing or watching the games, a lot of postponements going on. There's no travel from Canada to the U.S. and vice versa. So those games have all been postponed, and that's what's going to be taking over because there's going to be no players at the Olympics. Can't remember if we talked about that or not, but
Yep.
No.
no players at the Olympics. So that's not going to happen. So they plan to make a bunch of games then. The interesting news, though, I found this one online, and it probably just pops up because look a bunch of Phil Kessel stuff. Coyotes' new arena proposal has been not approved by the city council.
Oh, damn.
To try and move to Tempe, whatever you want to call
Tempe.
it, Arizona. Yeah, Tempe. If the deal does get rejected, the Coyotes are expected to move the Salt River, Pima, Maricopa Native American community. Indian Reserve. I don't think Indian Reserve is appropriate though. I think it should be Native American community. I guess. I don't know. Anyway,
At this point with the PC culture, I don't know what to fucking call it, so I'm just gonna call it however it's written. Because as long as you're reading what it's written, it's not your fault. So it's like, there you go. So if it says Indian Reserve, it's not your fault.
I don't know about that one.
Well,
Wait, they're looking to move on to Native American land though?
That's what they say could be one of the locations that they choose.
All right.
Apparently, that's like second choice for them. So we'll see. That's what I read. That's what I read online. Maybe this is completely wrong, but yeah, that's what it says.
I don't know. I'm gonna take this truth and hope that Phil finds hot dogs wherever they go.
Oh, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will find dogs wherever he goes. I'm sure Tempe will go ahead and approve it though, because it's like a $1.6 billion arena that's gonna bring a bunch of jobs and a bunch of money to wherever it is. So I don't know why they wouldn't. It's probably just because the Coyotes have been delinquent on bills and taxes.
Fucking up, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, fucking up. But that's all the hockey news I got. Carl Hagelin scored a goal on the Caps, which was pretty funny. Other than that, not much has happened. So.
No. Well, I mean, there was a
outside
shutdown
hockey
over Christmas that we didn't talk about, but
yeah, but Christmas came.
We're too far removed from everything. From that,
yeah,
at least.
and
We're past it.
Yeah, people don't care. They want current events. When is this dropping, Snooty?
Tomorrow. So this
See,
is recording.
current events.
So wait. Are we talking about? What
That's
are we
it.
talking about now?
Just nothing. We're done. We're past it. We're gonna talk on to the sad things
Shanuti,
that have happened
I got a
outside of
question
hockey.
for you.
What's up?
How many bats would it take to kill a man?
1.
How?
Coronavirus.
No, not like that. I'm saying like they attack a person physically.
I was like,
No, that wasn't a trick question.
I'm gonna go 50.
Like how?
I think 50. I think it's 50.
What is that-
50
what are they gonna
aggressive
do, though?
backs. I mean, turn into vampires and eat you.
You only need one
Okay.
for that.
Yeah, I was going to say that seems like a much lower number is what would be required there.
No, I think in my personal opinion, I think it would be it's kind of like the ant theory, where it's like how many ants would it take to eat your body, like if they all cohorted together. It's gonna take a lot of them because you as a human could like destroy 100 ants, but like if it's a million ants coming together, then and
I
you're
could
involved.
destroy a million ants.
No,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
because of
I
their
could
strength.
get out
Don't
my
forget,
hairspray and a lighter. Boom.
think
Done.
about it. Think about it. There's millions and millions of ants coming at you, right?
You said
You
a
are
million.
like no. I'm saying like yeah, okay, a million ants. It's still a lot of ants. You're not gonna kill a million ants
I
by
could
like.
take them.
You want? I'm Google it, Zach. Tell me if a million ants could kill you.
I'm not the
No, even
expert
better.
here. That's you.
Even
I'm
better.
telling you, but you guys are not listening.
Let's jump on the Patreon. Make a fucking little tier for me. I'll fight a million ants for $1 million.
You're not gonna win.
I think I will win. I could
What's
stop.
our end
I could
on
stop
this?
500 ants with 1 foot. We get $1 million. I get to fight some ants and prove Snooty wrong. Oh, was the Patreon person get out of this all? I don't know. That's a good question. I thought Patreon was for what we get.
You
not what they get.
you fighting a million ants. I'm pretty sure that's enough.
That's a no.
No, that's enough. Like watching you fight a
Oh.
million ants is probably enough for that person.
Oh, that's the reward. That's true. That's a very good point.
Like what's the other incentive? I mean, seeing a guy either 1 beat a million ants or 2 get eaten by a million ants.
Either way, you got to show.
He's got a point. Damn, we have
That's our
blown
point.
10 2 or more goal leads this season. That's a bad statistic right there.
That is a bad statistic. You know what else is bad? Since we'll keep this show rolling and on the move here. Over the break, Betty White passed away December 31st, 2021. She was a week or two away from 100th birthday. She was 99. Very sad. Condolences from the 5 Holers.
Honestly, one of the funniest women I've seen in a while. A lot of people have talked about her standing up to big Hollywood and giving them a 1-2 about certain issues. I will remember her as what she was, a person who did not give a fuck, and a golden girl. So there you go.
Yeah, I didn't really know her from much. Yeah, I was just
she was a public
really?
figure to me.
Yeah, same here.
She was famous for the Golden Girls, the show, but she was in a lot of movies. She was always in like those celebrity roles. She seemed to be at the end of her career a person who was famous back in the day, but to us, she was like here and there with certain things, and you're
She
like,
was
oh,
on
Betty
Oprah
White.
to us.
Exactly. She was like, we don't know the significance of this person who's always in front of us, but we know that our parents know who she is, and we should enjoy it, I guess. I don't know. That's how I felt.
Yeah. I did. She did a lot before stuff that we like. I see like Mary Tyler Moore show, stuff like that, where it's sort of. It's not even period. I guess that might be the wrong term, but I don't really give a shit. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm sure some of it's funny, but I don't really care about the Mary Tyler Moore show. I'm sure it was revolutionary at the time, but Yeah, I mean, she would pop up randomly, Lake Placid, she was a pretty great
Oh,
role in
yeah,
that.
good one.
Uh, I've seen some
She was
clips of
great
her
on Malcolm in the Middle.
Was she in Malcolm in the Middle?
She was. Ida found out that her husband had another wife, and Lois went and visited her, and then met her sister too, her half
Sylvia.
sister.
Okay,
Yeah,
yep, it is here. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that one. But
it was funny.
I don't doubt that. Yeah, she was
God
on King of
damn
the
it!
Hill randomly, that 70s show. She was on everything. She became to that point where people wanted her to be on their show. She was just in a bunch of stuff. And like Zach said, she's more of a public figure and someone who, as Shanudi said, was a pot sticker or a pot stirrer, sort of. And really tried to hold people accountable for their bullshit, which is pretty cool. So, RIP to her. And hits keep on coming because we'll take another one here. Yesterday, I guess it was.
Yeah,
Funny Man, America's Dad. I guess as some people are saying, Bob Saget passed away. He was 65. That one, not expected.
Another
no,
icon.
not at all.
So he was on a comedy tour, and he posted something 18 hours before his death, talking about how he got his life together. Everybody knows his crazy antics off like America's Home Videos, Full House, yada yada yada. But he, I mean, the rock star lifestyle comes and gets you sometimes. So it doesn't say what he died from yet. I'm just saying it could be that.
It did
So.
say no evidence of foul play or drug use. So
So it could have just been
Mm-hmm.
a heart attack. It could have just been a stroke. We don't know. But at the same time, sad because, like I said, I known him better than Betty White because of America's Home Funniest Home Videos and Full House, one of my favorite TV shows as a kid. So, and then he was in Entourage. He was in those
I was gonna
cameos.
say that was
Yeah.
Eric. You didn't keep going with Entourage, but Bob Saget is one of the funniest characters on that show, and
Yep.
Okay, I'll have to keep going with it.
he was also in Half Baked.
Yes,
He
he was in
wasn't.
Half Baked, and his
Oh,
And
role
that was
was
a roll and a
amazing.
half right there.
have you ever sucked
Mhm.
dick for crack? No, I bet you
Yeah.
haven't sucked dick for marijuana. Yeah, it's wild. One of the funniest sequences, and then in Entourage tells E, I'm gonna bang this woman on your fucking desk because I own this place. Because I'm Bob Saget. Unbelievable. What a guy. So RIP to him from me. So
Him and Norm
I
Macdonald are like tripping fat people in heaven right now, having the time
yeah.
of their lives.
Them and
Yep.
Chris Farley, dude. Them and Chris Farley. They're up there with the
Well,
with
no,
the with
they're
the
tripping Chris Farley. Actually, that's a good point.
and he's saying, son of a
Yes, over and over.
yeah.
All right, yo. So one last topic for the evening, and that is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Gentlemen, we did the first 4 episodes, and now we have the last 4 to go over. And honestly, I can't really remember exactly which happened in the first half and the second half. But either way, wrapping up this season, how does everyone feel?
Well, I think we should come into it as just talking about not per episode, because if you break it up per episode, it's
It's
probably
a
a little bit harder.
cohesive story, you know?
It's the gang goes to Ireland. Just in general,
Yeah.
that's what happens. So I thought it was great. You could either look at it as like a mini series within the show. It could have been a movie. It would have been an awesome movie. I would love to see the gang in a movie format. I think they'd probably do a good job at that. It was, I think, what was needed for the show as well, because they really pushed a lot of boundaries going throughout this season. And then
Yeah.
to finish it off where it finished, I will go through it and all stuff. But the other part I loved about it is all this talk of stew, the waking up of people with the
Yep.
the
Waking
fragrance
people
of
up with stew.
and that's how it starts. Is the gang they're in a pub in Ireland, coming in hot. Dee is being awoken by them with some stew being wafted into her face. What they did was they took Dee's first class ticket she got to go act in Ireland. They sold it. They got tickets for all of them and like fucking back in the back of the plane. They all flew to Ireland because they all have their own things to do. It's such a fucking awesome concept. It is such the gang. It is such a scheme. And of course they screw D. So it's great. Yeah.
I
Good
love
start.
my favorite part was that Frank had pee in both of his water bottles.
It makes
towards
it's
the
just
end,
like, God damn it.
So good.
I don't know. It was great. It really showcased the talents of everyone on the show. Dennis was beyond creepy and weird and had COVID for most of the season. Dee was
Mhm.
off in this fucking just disillusional fantasy about her being an actress, and then the waitress comes and stages her up, which was great. Danny DeVito is just running around trying to do what everyone else wants him to do the entire time. He has no ulterior motives, with the exception of taking care of some tax records for Frank's Fluids. And
Yes.
then Mac is conflicted about being Irish versus being Dutch and finds out he's actually Irish in the end. And then Charlie meets his actual fucking dad. And then they manage to kill him with COVID, and they have to drag him up a mountain to toss him off this cliff. That's tradition. And Charlie puts in the performance of a fucking lifetime. Like,
Yes.
this season was one big cohesive story, and it was fucking awesome. Dee being stuck in the bog and the waitress being stuck in the bog, both
Mhm.
fucking hilarious moments. Like, this season just kept giving and giving and giving.
I think Dennis having COVID was like the fucking best part because he went so far where he's like, I'm not sick. I don't have COVID. It all started when he was like, he couldn't smell something. He was like, it was
Yeah.
the
He couldn't smell
smell
the
of a
stew.
redhead. Well, the smell of the stew,
Oh,
but he also
yeah.
wanted to smell the redhead in Ireland.
Okay,
And he's
yeah.
like, you have no smell. You are a fake. You're not a true redhead. He's like, what is this establishment? And he freaks out. And then, yeah, it just fucking progresses from there. And then eventually he is like dying in a castle that him and Dee rented because they wanted an authentic experience. And it was just like a total shit castle. And Dennis is basically dying and he's all hallucinating and going crazy trying to kill D, but he's really just super sick with COVID. And that whole performance by him is pretty amazing. But I think I have to agree with Zach. Charlie takes the cake with his dad. There's the end of the third episode, if you want to call it that, where Charlie goes to stay in his room and he's like, "Good night, Frank," and Frank's like, "Good night, Charlie." That single moment was so sad.
Hey, you
But
home, huh?
hits home, man. Yeah, I mean, you feel bad for Frank. Like Charlie and him are inseparable, and it's
They're the
a very
gruesome
weird thing.
twosome.
Gruesome twosome. It might be his dad, probably not, but might be. Who knows? So
No, well, I think in all honesty, like it was definitely nice to see a different way of doing things for Always Sunny. I mean, we saw a lot of loose ends kind of pulled together. Um, Obviously, Charlie finding his dad, Dennis and Dee. We actually see full Dennis crazy, like absolutely crazy in full effect when he was talking about how he's gonna pour something on Charlie's dad for Frank, and that he would cut holes in a painting and look through them like he's in a fucking cartoon. So
yes,
altogether,
that
it's just full effects, and then Mac falling in love, or Mac going in thinking he's a gay priest, and then he actually
Yeah.
gets paired up with the priest who's a diddler, and the diddler he was like, "Oh, I thought you meant diddling, not for gay guys." So it's like, what the fuck?
That was one thing I wanted to point out. They took a huge fucking shot at the Catholic Church.
yes, they did.
And that's something they've done a couple times over the course of the series, but this was probably the hardest one they've taken at the Catholic Church. They hate them for some reason.
But
I don't know.
I think it's
It was
funny because
ballsy. Like,
I
yeah.
think maybe they were Catholic and they're just not vowed Catholics anymore. Or, in my opinion, they're taking a shot at something that has been, I guess, a dead horse, if you want to say. So they won't really get canceled. You know what I mean? Like, everybody makes fun of the Catholic Church in the sense of,
Yeah.
like, the Catholic Church isn't going to come back to them. But if they make fun of, let's say, the LGBT community hardcore, they might get canceled.
Not gonna be as much backlash potentially from the
Yeah.
Yeah.
the Catholic Church, like, yeah, we did little kids, everyone knows it's all good. Anyways,
whatever.
moving past it.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
they exactly, Zach. They'd be like, when something we haven't heard before, like, and then they just move on.
Show me the lie.
I
that was
thought
a
it
pretty
touching too. Like everyone abandons Charlie, and he's talking about everyone abandoning him and trying to drag his father up the hill, and talking about how his dad was never there. And he makes some really weird analogies, which is par for the course for Charlie. And then the gang shows up in that SUV they've been seeing the entire time they've been in Ireland and helps them out. It was cool to see the gang come together like that. Like, you knew that they were going to in the end one way or another, but it happened in a nice way for a change instead of a plan backfire and everyone having to bail each other out.
Yeah, the whole scene where Charlie, when they all leave and ditch Charlie, and it's just them carrying his dad in the rain, it's a very touching moment. He does say some things about how he's like, I'm carrying you, but I need you to carry me. I'm not going to carry you anymore. And when you listen to it, it's like, wow, this is pretty good, Charlie. But just the acting by
Charlie
Day, yeah, that's what his real name is. I was going to say Charlie Kelly. It's great. He does a great job. It's the whole scene right there when he's on his knees is fantastic. And I mean they did that with last season too with Max dancing, right? That was the end of last season.
Yep.
Yeah, so they've been hitting home.
I think
one before that
I think Big Smo was last season.
Big Smo last season. Oh
the
yeah,
laser tag episode.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
damn it, we are getting lit the fuck up.
I think, yeah, dude. I changed.
I'm turning this off.
Yeah, I'm watching the football game now.
Bulldogs in Alabama.
Yeah.
Who's winning?
3-0 Alabama.
I don't know. My Jordan, my friend, you met him. He's a Bulldogs fan.
Yeah, so he's invested in this.
Yeah, he's at the bar right
sort
now,
of like,
if I'm not mistaken.
Sort of like how you're invested in it, huh, Shanuti? Right? You know what I'm saying right there?
Let's go Bulldogs. Very nice. Is that a Borat? Yes.
Yeah, he's got the money on the game.
Money on the game. But no, I mean, honestly, like, this is a great football game. I'm glad it's Bama and Georgia, because if it was anybody else, one of these two teams would have rolled them over. So thank God it's these two teams. So anyways, but Always Sunny hitting on the heartstrings. I'm kind of surprised by it, but thank you guys for a great season. I know you guys listen to all four of you, all five of you. So
yeah, and we listen to your podcast too. Yeah, I want to say we listen to their podcast. Hilarious, fantastic guys.
I finished some of it, so I'm excited to finish the rest. So
apparently, Dennis in one of the newer episodes, Dennis talks about how he got away with like a bunch of crimes or something. Apparently, it's pretty crazy. He gets away with a bunch of felonies or something. So I'm working my way up. I'll be excited when I get to there. When I get to there, I'll do a little report back on the boys when the boys listen to us. So it'll be a boy on boy interaction.
Little boy, baby boy.
The white hot cream.
Oh my gosh. Do you boys have anything else to add before we sign off?
No. I dug on you about your plumber. And wait, no. Brad Marchand's a rat face fuck.
There you go. And that is our show. 5-holer motto right there. So thank you guys for rocking with us. This is the 5 Holers. We are sponsored and brought to you by Smooth My Balls. Get your shaver right there and down there for all gift buying needs. Use promo code 4CR20. That is the number 4, CR the number 20 to get money off your next purchase. I am your host, the man that will eat anything in sight, that will go through Hulk-like statuses to break walls, to eat some chicken wings. Michael, the garbage disposal Shanuti. Jeff, the Reverend Schneider, one love to you. And always to my behind, making sure our goal is always safe from terrorists, Nazis,
chicken and
cheeseburgers, Impossible Burgers, because we don't play that crap. Zach, the Walrus, Vincent.
Barf, 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 barf. Thank you.
You ever heard of Superman, Batman, even Birdman, the guy who played in the NBA? This guy got it all. He's a color. He's better than that. He is one of the flightless birds. Just kidding. It could fly, kind of. Eric, the Red Falcon. Vincent, baby.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the outro as always. As always.
Thank you fans for keeping us rocking with us and tuning in. Gordy, the Vincents, my mom, my dad.
Oh yeah.
So,
Hi, Gordy.
so
Hello,
hi,
Gordon.
Gordy. So,
Hi, everyone else. Thank you for listening. Always nice.
hit it, Zach.
Hey, wait, I want to give one big shout out. I want to give a big shout out to Awesome Games Done Quick. It's a community of speedrunners who are speedrunning games all through this week. They raise money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. They raise millions of dollars, literally. Like every year, every 6 months, they raise over $2 million for Prevent Cancer Foundation. It's an awesome thing.
That's
It's a bunch of
awesome.
nerds raising a shit ton of money. It's pretty crazy. So check it out. Go to twitch.tv/GDQ. It's on Twitch.
Send me
Look
the
up
link.
Awesome Games Done Quick. It's
Yeah,
fun.
drop
All
the
they do
link
is
in the episode.
Drop the link so I can put it in the bio.
will do. Yeah. All they do is run video games really quick. So they play your favorite games very quick. And they don't need any more viewers because when I was watching before, they had 80,000 people watching it, and they already had like $300,000, and it started yesterday. So
Let's
big
get
shout
this
to them.
money.
Yeah, let's get this money. So Zach, it's all to you now.
Oh, how do I follow that up? Why go bar down when you can hit the 5 hole? Aim low.
Very nice.